The movie begins with a woman named Sadie Rhodes, who is driving when she gets a call from her therapist that she missed an appointment. Sadie laments over the recent loss of a coworker, Elena. Sadie feels sad as her life is the same as Elena's. They are of the same age and job, and Sadie felt like Elena's house was similar to hers except for the houseplant Elena had. Sadie is worried that she is going to die alone like her. The therapist tells her to take small steps to move on. Sadie then tells her she is going to stop for groceries. At a nearby farmer's market, Cole Turner owns and operates a herb stall and puts a tracker on most of his things. Cole's friends and coworkers believe he is still feeling bad after his recent breakup and push him to try new things, and one woman suggests he try being less needy. Sadie appears moments later looking for a houseplant from a nearby stall, but Cole jumps in since the seller has taken a break to get high. Cole tells her that the plant needs to be watered every day. Sadie mentions she travels a lot for work, so Cole gets her a plant that only needs watering every 2 weeks, but Sadie says she sometimes travels for months. Cole suggests she get a plastic plant, as he doesn't want to make her kill one, but Sadie insists on getting the houseplant. Cole refuses to sell it to her, and this leads to an argument. The other seller returns a moment later and sells the plant to Sadie, despite Cole's protests. She then tells Cole they look like they were flirting and urges him to go after her. So he approaches Sadie, and apologizes before inviting her out for a coffee, to which Sadie agrees. Cole and Sadie head out for coffee on their date. Cole later takes her to a library and tells her he is writing a book about farming, but it's on pause because his father got sick a few years ago, and he had to come back to help him with the farm but tells Sadie that he will complete the book soon. Later he shares how the Exorcist movie gave him nightmares and claims it to be the scariest movie ever. Sadie says she chose not to be scared, so Cole challenges her to race her to the top, and if she loses, she has to tell him what scares her. He puts all his things in her bag, and they begin the race, and Cole loses badly to Sadie. They later head to the museum, where Sadie tells him that she is an art curator, and how she and her mom fled the country. She is terrified, but her mom is strong, and she always wanted to be like her mother. They later stop at a karaoke bar, where Sadie performs. Cole brings Sadie home and bids her goodbye, but they are mutually attracted to one another, so she brings him in, and they end up sleeping together. Cole later arrives at his family's farm to visit his parents and younger sister, Maddie. Cole tells them that he believes Sadie is the one. Cole hasn't heard from Sadie in a few days, and he's already texted her frequently, so Maddie believes Cole has scared her off and she's ghosting him. Cole suddenly recalls leaving his inhaler in Sadie's bag, and since he got tracking chips on most of his belongings, he discovers that Sadie is in London. His mom suggests that he should go over there to surprise her, saying it would be a romantic gesture. But Maddie reminds him that he never takes risks and hasn't even left the country. However, Cole wants to take the chance this time and decides to travel to London. Cole arrives in London and attempts to reach Sadie using the location on his tracker app. As Cole approaches London Bridge, he is cornered by 3 big goons who knock him unconscious before abducting him. Cole wakes up in an underground, being questioned by a criminal named Borislav. He and his men believe Cole is an agent named the Taxman who knows a top-secret code that Borislav wants. He tries to use killer hornets to torture Cole for information, but the door blows open, and an armed intruder kills Borislav and his men. The assailant is revealed to be Sadie, a covert agent, and the true Taxman. She brings Cole out and instructs him to follow her. Sadie shoots more bad men who come after them before they reach the Khyber Pass in Pakistan. They are approached by more bad men, who start shooting at them, destroying their getaway vehicle. They run away from them and slide down the hill. Sadie stops a bus, and they escape as the more bad guys come after them. She drives the bus backward as they pursue her, only to be shot or blown up. As 2 men get into the bus, Cole stabs a man with a cactus before knocking him out of the bus, while Sadie steers away and makes the other one fall. At the Khyber Pass, a disgraced French intelligence operative named Levesque arrives at the scene. His henchman Wagner receives information on Cole since they think he is the Taxman and knows the code for the bioweapon named Aztec, which they are trying to sell. Levesque instructs Wagner to send Cole's picture to every bounty hunter on the continent, and place $1 million bounty on Cole's head to be brought alive. Cole walks with Sadie and argues that she lied to him about everything, while she counters that he was too desperate. She then admits that she killed Elena as she went rogue and killed innocent people. Sadie then says she is done with him and wants to get rid of him to continue her mission, as the bad guys think he is Taxman. Sadie and Cole arrive at the nearest town in Pakistan, where Sadie meets a contact of hers named Marco. He believes he and Sadie had a romantic history, though she denies it, and he points out losing a hand for helping Sadie as a warning to Cole not to become connected to her. Cole also realizes that Sadie arrived at the cave to get the bioweapon, not to rescue him, as she only cares about her mission, much to Cole's disappointment. Sadie then hands some money to Marco to help in bringing Cole back to the United States so she may continue with her mission. Just as they are about to leave, Marco gets killed by a bounty hunter calling himself grandson of Sam. He is about to collect the reward on Cole when another bounty hunter known as the Leopard shoots grandson and takes Cole and Sadie into his car. Then another bounty hunter named God snaps Leopard's neck and makes Cole and Sadie drive. When God escorts them at gunpoint, he is run over by a barely alive grandson of Sam. Before he dies, the grandson of Sam informs Sadie about the location where the bounty has to be delivered. On their way, Cole mentions the passcode, and Sadie is shocked to learn that the Levesque believes that Taxman has the passcode. Cole gets freaked out and demands to know what's happening. Sadie explains what Aztec is, and it's inside a high-security case with a passcode, and Elena made a DNA encryption for the passcode before she was killed. The passcode is the genetic sequence of a living organism. Sadie soon realizes Levesque doesn't have the code, and she devises a plan to trick him and knocks out Cole. Sadie ties him up and puts him in a trunk before bringing him to Wagner, as they need Cole alive. Levesque soon arrives with the case containing Aztec. As he thinks Cole is from the CIA and has a brief conversation with him, telling him the government only sees them as disposables and reveals that his government left him for dead, which made him reconsider things, and tells Cole that they deserve a better life and it's up to him. They board the plane with Wagner, who is trying to extract Aztec from a suitcase that belongs to Levesque. Unfortunately, Cole and Sadie's plan backfires when Wagner discovers a photo Cole shot of himself and Sadie in bed while she was sleeping. She gets furious and calls Cole a creep. However, she manages to fight off Wagner and the other thugs but gets stabbed in the process, prompting Cole to take a parachute and jump out with a badly injured Sadie and Aztec. They land on an island where Cole makes the parachute as a tent. Sadie wakes up and realizes that Cole got Aztec. Wagner informs the situation to Levesque, who tells him to find them soon as the buyer will kill them if they don't deliver the Aztec on time. Wagner is later informed that they found the parachute. Cole and Sadie set up camp for the night. Sadie learns Cole used the nearby herbs to patch up her wound. Cole explains why he never travels, using his parents as a reason and stating that they need him, while Sadie admits that her mother died when she was little. The two look to be reviving their love. Sadie later sends her location to the CIA, so they send a backup. The following morning, Wagner arrives with his goons on the island where Cole and Sadie have been tracked. They make a run for it, and Wagner gets to the tent and retrieves the case. They are soon rescued by other CIA operatives, who bring them to headquarters. Cole and Sadie are placed in a room for a lie detector test, during which Sadie reveals that saving Cole's life was a mistake since she puts her career over her relationships. When Cole is met by another agent named Jackson, who shows Cole pictures of Sadie's killings, but one picture gets his attention. It's of Elena's body, but above her is a houseplant used by the Aztecs, implying that the DNA sequence of this plant is actually the Aztec code. Jackson convinces him to pretend to be the taxman, as Levesque will kill his family if they don't arrest him before. Levesque was delivered the first part of the passcode, which Wagner confirms is real. Levesque is being pressured to deliver Aztec, as his buyer Mr. Utami threatens to kill him if he fails this time. Jackson and his team bring Cole to the hotel. The agents arrange a meeting for Cole and Levesque in a rotating restaurant. Levesque and Utami soon arrive at the hotel and take out Jackson and his team. Cole learns what happened and prepares to leave but reconsiders as Levesque will go after his parents if he fails to show up. Levesque and Utami join him at the restaurant. The plan nearly fails when Cole cannot provide the passcode, but Sadie arrives and reveals herself to the villains as Taxman. She gets the code through her contacts in the CIA, and they open the case, and she collects her cash, but she then threatens Levesque with a $10 million bounty to get them out. A swarm of bounty hunters then appears and points their weapons at Levesque, causing the other diners to run. Soon after, a brawl breaks out, and the restaurant begins to rotate too rapidly. Sadie meets her ex-boyfriend, Jonas, a one-eyed bounty hunter, who attempts to convince her that she transformed his life, but she gets caught up in a big fight. Cole faces Wagner, eventually shoving him into a rotating gear machine that crushes him. After shooting Utami, Levesque attempts to flee with the Aztecs, but Cole, Sadie, and Levesque are thrown against the windows, which begin to crack under strain. Sadie shoots the small tower, which collapses on top of Levesque, killing him. Sadie grabs Aztec just before it slips out, and she kisses Cole. Cole later takes Sadie to meet with his family. 3 months later, he went along with her on operations by gathering intelligence on targets, beginning with a weapons dealer, Raul. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below to see more like it.